So I am prepping some stuff for a project tomorrow. I'm gonna attempt to make my own Hot Pockets, basically, pizza bundles, because I can't have dairy. So I have some white dairy cheese, it's really good, pizza sauce, some mushrooms, and I have pepperoni in my fridge. These are the roll dough I'm gonna use. It's frozen, so I'm pulling it out now so I can do it in the morning sometime. I'm going to do it the same way as you do cabbage burgers. You know, roll it out flat, put this stuff in, put it on top, let it rise a little bit, and bake them. I'm not sure if I'm going to put, like, garlic butter or something on top, but I might. And I hope they turn out, because if they turn out, I can freeze them, and I'll have Hot Pockets I haven't been able to have in, like, a year. It used to be one of my staple foods, so I'm hoping the dairy-free cheese will freeze okay. But I'm just using some dinner roll things that I had in my freezer from last time I made cabbage burgers that are in my freezer, but I'm getting tired of that sort of thing, and wish me luck that this actually turns out okay. I am about to attempt to make my little pizza rolls. Got everything going. I don't have counter space, so the roll dough is thawed out, squishy. I left it out for a little bit so it could rise a tiny bit. I got a mixture of dairy-free cheeses. This one is way creamier, but this one has a slightly better flavor, but it's a little drier, so I mixed what I had. I had a tiny bit left of this left in the bag, and I had a full bag of this. So I just mixed them together. Pepperoni, random pizza sauce I had in my fridge, and some mushrooms, because why not? Probably have enough for like half of them. I'm thinking I'll get 10, because these are really tiny, so I'm going to double them up to make a little bigger rolls. And then let's get going. Okay, so we're gonna give this a go. I got everything out. It's gonna be messy because I'm dealing with flour, so I didn't want anything in the package because my hands are gonna be basically dirty the whole time. This has gotta live somewhere else. Oh no, I'm running out of space already. Usually you can use them. Bread dough, whatever, I just like to squeeze a couple. My little tiny dinner rolls together. And flour in the world some days. Same way I do to make cabbage burgers. And yes, it's messy. And I'm not very good at it because I'm slightly uncoordinated. Doesn't matter. I'll get a nice big circle. Make sure it's stuck together. About as good as I'm gonna get it. Sauce. Probably just like a nice little spoonful. Don't want to be too liquidy or it's gonna ooze out really bad. Nice amount of cheese. I'm gonna put 4 pepperonis, one more cheese. Then the hard part that people seem to have problems with, I don't really. I've kind of got it down so far. To shut it, you just kind of hold one side, hold the other, push everything back in, hold one side, hold the other, and then do it one more time. Dust some of the flour off. And there you got it. I'm going to make 10 of those. I might put a little bit more in the next couple. I don't think that's quite enough in that because it's going to have a lot of dough, but it'll be fine. It's going to take me a few minutes to get that done, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Alright, I got 10 made. I sprayed the bottom of these with non-stick cooking spray. Mine was canola oil, I think. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna get my oven turned on to like the lowest it'll go to kick on and put these in there for about 10 minutes to poof them so they get a little, yeah, you want them poofed or the bread's gonna be really chewy. And then I will get some garlic butter going to put on top and bake them. I did run out of my cheese mixture, but I had a little bit of just the plain cheddar left, so I just put those in the last few. And I'm gonna clean up some flour now. Okay, I'm gonna make a really simple garlic butter. I have some butter that I clarified a long time ago. See, it's really, so I was trying to get all the fat solids out of it when I first switched to dairy-free. So pretty. You don't realize how cloudy butter is until you clarify it. Anyways, I'm just gonna have an Italian seasoning blend thing. And some garlic powder. I'm cheap, so it's just the cheap brands. And some really old parsley I should probably replace at some point. And a little bit of salt, because you know I did clarify, so I probably took a lot of the salt out too, because it was probably in the fat solids. Get it all mixed. I'm gonna add some more of this. Which I love this. Just has all the little seasonings in it. And then once my pizza rolls are proofed, raised, whatever you want to call them, I will brush some of that on top and get them in the oven. Alright, they are not quite doubled, but they got a little bit bigger. I don't know what it was with this bag of dough, but last time I used it too, it did not raise. So I'm gonna brush this a little bit. The top, I don't really like when it browns really, really bad. I'm also not really big on seasonings, I've said that before, so if you're someone who really likes seasoning, you could probably butter them, then add the seasonings on top to make sure you get a lot. Probably made way too much. But we will make do. You can tell the first couple I didn't stretch the dough enough when I was putting them together, so it kind of separated funny. They're gonna taste just fine. They just look funny. They look a little scaly because the dough didn't quite stick together very well. So I have my oven about 350. I'm just waiting for it to finish heating up. So it was at like 150 to proof them. Use what's left of this, and I'll throw them in the oven, I think, for about 15 minutes, because they're not very big, and I don't want the cheese to burn. One pan at a time. So you don't want to overcrowd it and make it take too long to cook, and then it totally will burn, and you don't want that. So yeah, they look pretty tasty. Get them in there and see what they look like after they're cooked. So I do believe that 15 minutes was the magic number. They're a little bit crusty. Not quite that brown, but I'm fine with that. It's probably from the butter. But if you flip it up, the bottom is nicely brown, solid. I only have one leaking, which I am very excited about. Well, two. Any ones that are leaking I can't really freeze, but the ones that aren't leaking, whoops, I can toss in the freezer. So I got the second pan in the oven, and when these cool down a little bit, I'll cut it open and see if I got enough filling inside, basically. Because I think they're going to taste fantastic. Okay, so I can finally touch it. I might not have put enough filling in them, but you know, they still smell really good. I'm gonna break one open. Oh yeah. No, I think there's actually quite enough filling in there. It's like my own miniature version of a Hot Pocket. No, vegan cheese, dairy-free doesn't necessarily string or melt, but it kind of melted okay. I'm gonna, yeah, it's still too hot to eat. And my kid's having a day. Look at that. If I tear it apart, then I can try it that much faster, so. Oh yeah. All the ones that didn't explode are going in my freezer when they cool off. Not quite as good because it's not real cheese. When you really want something, you can't really be that picky about it. So I'm going to put this on a plate, finish it up, and I think that's a success story. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, go ahead, like and subscribe for my randomness of what my mind wants to do today. Later. Okay, I was gonna end the video on that last bit, but I had to show you my second pan. They turned out so pretty. Think those look good? Look at how beautiful these are. Except for the one that totally exploded on the side. I don't even know how that happened, but it happened. But yeah, I'm gonna let these cool off mainly on the counter, and then I'll get them all in one pan. Put them in the fridge. Cool them off all the way. Pick out the ones that exploded to stay in the fridge, and the other ones I'm gonna wrap in tin foil and stick in the freezer. And I'll be able to pull them out as I want them. Yeah, that was good. I just had one for my lunch because I've been waiting all morning. Other than the weird vegan cheese taste, which you get used to if you can't have normal cheese. Anyways, okay. Later for real this time. Bye.